Continuing in my minimalism journey, I wanted to talk a little bit about planned obsolescence. So, this is a term that not many people use, but it's really important to understand when it comes to purchasing things and understanding the value of your things. Planned obsolescence is when a company designs a product that has a limited useful life. So it will become obsolete, whether it be unfashionable or just plain unfunctionable after a certain amount of time. Companies across the board are notorious for trying to get people to buy new things and their new products all the time. And tech companies are really notorious for making you upgrade your outdated technology or software or anything like that. They design software and they design technology that will, within a period of time, not be as functional. Apple, for example, was hit with a large lawsuit recently because they admitted when they upgrade their phones to new phones, they make older phones less functional. And this is all a tactic to get people to buy their new iPhones. This is the way that companies make their money, and planned obsolescence is here to stay. So it's really important to understand how these companies build in products to fail you after a certain amount of time so that you can buy new ones. It's important that while you're minimalizing or trying to declutter your life, to understand planned obsolescence and its many strategies, and how to avoid companies' deceptions and manipulations to get you to buy their new products. Start buying with your eyes wide open and understand that just because something looks nice and you really want it, it could be that you're falling into the ploy of these companies' advertisements. And that item is probably not essential for your life. Many companies have planned obsolescence in ways that you would never know. And here are 3 ways that they can get you. Number 1 is fast fashion. And I have to say, I do fall for fast fashion sometimes because I do like trendy things as a designer myself. But it's important to know that if you do fall for fast fashion, that you most likely will be always replacing your clothes. Fast fashion is inexpensive clothing that is rapidly produced by retailers always trying to stay up with the new trends. When fast fashion is always trying to crank out the newest, stylish, most trendiest thing, you can bet that all these products are made very cheaply with cheap labor and cheap materials. Stores that are notorious for fast fashion are H&M, Forever 21, and Target, also Walmart. Fashion companies plan for you to only use the newest, trendiest, stylish things and then get rid of them once the next trend comes in. So even though you may feel like you're getting a great deal at Target or H&M, you're probably not. You're buying an item that is going to fall apart or something that is really trendy that you will feel foolish for wearing in a couple of years. A way to avoid fast fashion is to really understand what your style is, and then only buy pieces that are going to be staple pieces in your wardrobe that you can see yourself wearing for years to come. And when you wear something for years to come, you need to buy clothing that is very well made, that it can hold up the test of time. Another way that companies use planned obsolescence is through impulse buying. And I think we're all guilty of buying things on the whim. We don't plan to buy everything that we buy, and that's a problem. That's how planned obsolescence gets us. How many things can you think of that are just lying around your house, either in your garage, in your cupboards, in your closet, clothes that are never worn, shoes that are never worn, home decor that you never put out? I bet that most of these things you bought last minute without thinking about it in advance. Companies get you to impulse buy by having all kinds of sales throughout the year, limited time offers, or even in the checkout line. You think to yourself, if I don't get this item now that's on sale or a limited time offer, then I'm not going to get it another time. Well, the funny thing is that no, you're not going to get it another time. because you're not thinking about that item any other time. And so because it's of the moment, it's an impulse buy. So you're not really saving money on that sale. You're actually spending more money than what you planned for. In the end, even if it's on sale, you can probably get that item, if you really need it, for an even better price somewhere else. So before you impulse buy, think about some questions that you can ask yourself to see if you really need this item. The first question that you can ask yourself is this something that I'm going to use in 2 years? You can also ask yourself, do I already have an item like this? And then you can tell yourself 5 ways that you're going to use this item. If you did not plan to buy the item, but you really want it, wait 24 hours and then decide whether you still want it as badly as you did standing there in the store. Another way that companies and brands use planned obsolescence is through advertising. And this is nothing new, and I think most of you are very aware that advertising is just manipulation to get you to buy new things. Working in the advertising field for different advertising agencies and developing advertising campaigns for clients myself, I can talk about all the different ways and different strategies that advertising uses to manipulate people psychologically, but I won't do that. I'm just going to let you know that it all boils down to psychological insecurities and your emotions. Advertising will create a perfect lifestyle that you could never attain, but it will tell you that if you purchase a said item, then you can get a little bit closer to that perfect lifestyle that you have always dreamed of, or that advertising has always compared your life to. Advertising plays out planned obsolescence by making you feel discontent with what you already have and viewing the items and the things in your life as out of date and not good enough, and that you need to get something new and something even more beautiful to make your life more perfect. You have to be very careful with advertising because most of the time we don't even know that we're being advertised to. It's not just a commercial on TV, it's not just a commercial on the radio, it's not just a poster ad up on a billboard. Advertising has many avenues and very slick ways to give subliminal messaging into your life without you knowing it. Anytime you find yourself thinking, wow, that's such a beautiful item, I would really like that, and I mean anytime, even if it's just on Instagram or watching HGTV, that's advertising. So a way that you can avoid advertising is to be aware how you're feeling when you're watching a certain show or seeing a certain image. My biggest weakness is home magazines and HGTV, flipping houses, renovations, stuff like that. And every single time I watch these things, I do become discontent with the things in my house that are not as trendy as Fixer Upper has. Notice that these shows are being sponsored by companies like Lowe's and Walmart, Sherwin-Williams, and other fashion brands that have fashion shows are being sponsored by those brands. So yes, these shows are entertaining, but they are plain advertising. Now that you are aware of some of the ways planned obsolescence is used through fast fashion, impulse buying, and advertising, think about why you're buying things. If they are because you just feel that you need something new and you did not plan for it, if something is making you feel discontent in your current lifestyle and that you need to upgrade something in your home or your wardrobe, you're most likely falling into planned obsolescence. I hope this video was helpful, and if you have any questions about advertising or planned obsolescence, please let me know.